Transform your puppy forever. Welcome to the ultimate guide for new puppy owners, brought to you by Tony Nila, the pioneering expert in puppy behavior and management. If you're about to embark on the incredible journey of raising a puppy, you need the best guidance to ensure a harmonious start. Raising a puppy is a unique experience that goes beyond traditional dog ownership. These animals are intelligent, independent, and require an understanding that blends both their wild instincts and domestic nature. That's where Tony's program comes in. Tony's revolutionary approach, known as the Neuro-Nurture program, focuses on nurturing your puppy's cognitive abilities. This isn't about controlling behavior with treats or tools. Instead, it's about empowering your puppy to make intelligent decisions in a human environment, fostering a deeper bond between you and your new companion. Tony's program is designed specifically for puppies in their first year of life, a critical period where proper guidance can shape their entire future. We will help you avoid the common pitfalls that can lead to behavioral issues later on. For just $195 a month, you'll gain access to Tony's expertise through live Zoom sessions. These sessions are tailored to your puppy's individual needs, ensuring you're fully equipped to handle the challenges and joys of puppy ownership. Don't wait until challenges arise. Start your puppy's training with the expert who understands them best. Schedule your consultation today at tony-nila.com and give your puppy the best start in life. Join the growing community of puppy owners who trust Tony Nila to guide them every step of the way. Your puppy's future begins now.
Okay, does anybody have any other questions before we move on?
I have a question. I will be getting my new wolf puppy in 2 weeks. I will be flying out to get it, and so I will be spending 72 hours at an airport with him and then flying him home. During that time
Okay, that's a fear period. So it would be better to pick the puppy up at 12 weeks, but I understand that you made your plans and it would be too expensive to change, things around. That's a tough situation. So what you're going to want to do in that instance is remember that you're taking the puppy away from its litter, its comfort, its environment that it's already known for this time, and now you're taking it on this plane trip. My advice to you is to try to. Your puppy's going to be traveling in a carrier, obviously. So when you're in the airport and you don't want to miss your flight, try to find nooks and crannies, secluded places where there's not a lot of chaos happening around and people running about. We don't want to overwhelm the puppy. Your puppy may seem fine, but we really don't know what's happening cognitively. You don't know what the puppy's thinking. You just see the puppy looking around. You can't assume that, oh, he looks like he's fine. Surprises happen in the end. If things happen latently, like I said, you don't know what's being learned and what's being processed until the puppy in the future demonstrates something, and then you realize, that's what was picked up. That's why the puppy's doing that. A lot of times people, when they have behavioral issues, they have to think back and go, I think it was when I took him to the dog park. That's when it started. That must have been when it started. But the implications happen latently. They happen later. That's how latent learning kind of works. Latent learning can work for you or against you. So that's what you have to understand. My advice is protect your bond and try to find quiet nooks and crannies and places where you can have your puppy with you. If you're going to take your puppy out of the carrier, try protecting your own space and the puppy's space. And that's going to be a good demonstration to the puppy of that experience that people aren't going to come up to you and go, oh my gosh, did you just get a puppy? Oh, it looks like a little wolfie. Can I pet him? Hi, puppy. No, you want to stay away from those situations. Don't feel that that's the time to socialize your puppy. It's not so soon from taking it from their mother. So I would just say, try to find isolated places. If the puppy needs a potty break, try to find an outdoor area where you can do that. Parvo is a definite real possibility in the airport pet section where they allow the pets to go to the bathroom. That's the last place you want to be. There's all kinds of bacteria there that can harm your puppy, especially because they haven't had any vaccinations. They still have the antibodies from their mother, from the nutrition and the whelping process, but I wouldn't even want to take that risk. So if your puppy has to, potty on the sidewalk, then have it potty on the sidewalk, but try to stay away from dirt and grass and things like that. Just make the best of it is really what you're going to have to do. And I know it's a puppy and I know it's cute. You can bond with it. You can comfort it, but I wouldn't have other people start wanting to pet your puppy and coo and caw at your puppy. Get your puppy home safely and protect your bond. That's ultimately the only advice I can give you for that. Does anybody else have any other questions before I move on?
I didn't quite catch the rope that we're supposed to use.
It's called a paracord.
Paracord.
It's the same cord they use for parachutes and for survival.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll buy knives and there'll be like a cord or twine.
Sure. Okay. And what for kind of collar?
Just a regular flat collar.
Yeah. Okay.
And you want to make sure that collar isn't one of those collars that's not going to slip over their head.
Right. Okay.
We don't want to use a harness because a harness has quite a bit of weight to it. And if you use a harness, what will eventually happen during the program is I'm going to say, okay, we're going to have our wolf dogs off leash and they should be bonded to you. Mm-hmm. But you find that, hey, I took the harness off and he's a nut. That's because there's an association created to the harness. It's the same things that happen to service dogs. They only listen when their service vest is on. It also the trainers. They only listen when the pinch collar is on, or they only listen when the e-collar is on, or they only listen when I have food. So you want very minimal equipment and you want it very light. So so they forget that they're wearing anything.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so my puppy is 4 months old right now. So picked her up at 8 weeks. It was about a 3.5-hour drive back. The breeder had fed her before we left, so she puked quite a bit in the car on the way home. So she, and like you said, that's that fear period. So she has developed this fear of a car to the point that I don't think it's so much her getting sick anymore in the car, but I can take her in the car and sit in the front seat and literally used to have her on my lap, and she'll start drooling profusely immediately before I don't even have to start the car. So now it's a fear response, and I'm trying to figure out how to break her of that, like whether it's some kind of high value food that I bring and I, into the car and I sit with her for 5 minutes.
No. What you want to do is you want to follow the homework I gave you, because I already encountered that with puppies and I've already designed the homework to start working on it already. So I haven't brought up car sickness or car rides that are tough for wolf dogs yet, because I was waiting for somebody to pick it up. But the homework I gave you is how you correct it over time. So a lot of the anxiety is not knowing what's going to happen. And once again, it's an incomplete outing. So you're going out, you're doing a car ride, you're coming home, and why did we do all of that? Kind of a situation. So it just becomes more of an emotional upset to the wolf dog. But I was mentioning that when you drive them to a different location, away from cars, away from people, away from dogs, it's just now just an open area with just you and your puppy. And you do a migration, they bond with you. So they bond with you on that walk. They're happy to be out of the car, for one, and they're going somewhere fun and they're exploring. Puppies, especially wolf dogs, love to explore. Then when you come back to the car, you'll have that reward, that high value, like you were saying, food, already there waiting for them to end and complete the walk. Don't drive until they've had their dessert, so to speak. Also, too, when you're doing the food bowl on top of the crate, when you come home, you're still doing that ritual as well. So remember, before you went to go do that follow work, is what I call it, you have the empty bowl on top of the crate. Over time, the puppy's going to understand, oh, we're about to go somewhere. And when we come back, I know I'm going to get a little snack in the car, and I know I'm going to get a meal when I get back home. You want to work on the positivity almost indirectly and not too directly. Like you don't want to get a wolf dog to overcome something by saying, I have food right here, or I'm trying to get you to do this for the food. They're very intelligent. They know when you're trying to bribe them. It doesn't work out well. They just get into a plateau, so to speak. So you want to complete the exercises kind of on a positive note. You want to go do something. Over time, she's going to start looking forward to those follow-work, to those outings.
Okay.
And then it'll be a different kind of anxiety on that car ride. It'll be the good kind. Like a dog going to a dog park, they get excited. But you have to follow those rules that I gave you on the homework in order for that perception to change over time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
Mm.
No? Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
Our wolf dog puppy is almost 3 months now, and I know that he's still teething, and we want to play with him. Is there a way that we could play with him and teach him to not bite us hard? Because there are times when we tell him no, and he literally fusses back at us and starts to still chase us and bite harder sometimes.
Yeah, he's doing that because no is not creating a word association. It doesn't mean anything to him. Also, too, at this point with your wolf dog, you don't want to be a puppy substitute, so you don't want to play with them. The way you play with a puppy wolf dog is you go out and you migrate with them. You build that bond. That is how they're going to attach themselves to you. That is how they bond closer to you. You want your wolf dog to be like a lover, a mush. You don't want them to be intense and all over you. When you do migrate with them and they follow you, that's where that bond is actually happening. Also, too, the homework is designed to already work on what you're describing as well. So follow the homework, the 2-week homework I gave you, because you're not going to say no anymore. You need to say get back. And like I said, at first, the puppy's not going to even know what that means. The puppy's still biting you even though you say no. The important part is doing the behavioral loop. So they're mouthing on you, get back. They're mouthing on you, get back. They're still mouthing on you. All right, get back outside. And then you put them outside for 2 minutes, let them back in, and you repeat that loop for 5 times. And at the end of the 5th time, you might have to leave them out there for an hour or 2 to calm themselves down and work themselves out until you're in a place where you can work on it again. Over time, they create that word association. And when you say get back, they literally just leave you alone. But you have to do the behavioral loop. If you're just saying no, it doesn't do anything. They don't understand. They need to learn that they're causing discomfort. And when they cause discomfort, you don't want them in your space. And they're going to start changing their character because they do want to be in your space. So they're going to stop doing what's causing them from having to leave your space. Make sense?
Yes, but also he can't go outside to take walks yet because he needs his vaccine still. He's almost done, but we can't practice the walking yet.
You got to stay away from dirt, grass, sand, and gravel. But if you can find like a large abandoned parking lot, you can walk them on pavement. But if you're in a large parking lot that has those little planters where there's trees, sometimes the little dirt patches that people use to have their dogs go potty on, you don't want them anywhere near those kind of areas.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Also, just another thing. I know,
Sure.
like he's kind of already met our other dog, and he doesn't like always attack him, but he wants to play with him, and our dog is used to him by now. But our dog also has moments where he wants to bite him, or when our puppy chases the dog, he wants to nip him. How do we help them to get along without them being sort of like aggressive towards one another?
It's the same exact thing. So if you see the puppy bothering the dog and the puppy's not receptive to your existing dog as far as asking for space, then you take the opportunity to say, get back, wait 3 seconds. They're still bothering the dog. Get back, wait 3 seconds, get back outside. Every 2 minutes, repeat the behavioral loop. Your puppy will start to change his behavior. Now, basically, the program is going to indirectly fix all of your behavioral issues. So this isn't like a training course where I'm going to teach you, use a clicker, use a treat, redirect. Because when you train, like if you talk to a trainer and you say, hey, once I train my dog, I'm done, right? I don't have to train anymore, we're good. Every trainer is going to tell you, no, that's not how it works. I'm showing you how to train your dog, but it's up to you to maintain the training, meaning that you're going to have to maintain the training for the rest of your dog's life. Otherwise, they're going to regress. And that's because trainers work on a problem and work on it directly. And it always requires forever maintenance. We're teaching them through experience. And when you learn through experience, it's permanent and you don't have to continue practicing it. It just becomes permanent. And it's not something you have to reintroduce or review because they're regressing. So a lot of the homework I'm giving you already is the foundation for the behavioral issues you guys are having. That's what I'm calling twin behaviors. The behaviors that you're having, you actually started indirectly, not knowing it. And now you're having difficulty with it. So if you follow the program or the homework that I just gave you guys and start using that word get back, you'll start to see how it starts to work in other areas indirectly. Does it make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions?
I do have a quick question. I have a mid content. She's about 60%. She's 6 years old. She's super timid. She's afraid of everything, especially men. And I'm getting a puppy in May, and practicing all these techniques is it possible that this puppy is going to pick up on a lot of the anxiety and the fears that my dog already has? Or is this training with them together? Sorry, she's talking away. With this training, can I put them together? Would it actually help improve Mina, or will it bring the puppy behind?
Nina is the one that has the behavioral issue right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the main focus of this program is from me doing cognitive research with wolf dogs that have very similar issues to your existing dog, wolf dog Nina. That's what I developed the whole program around, and had the help with my friend that was an applied animal behaviorist. So I used to use this program for behavioral issues. So Nina could benefit from the program, but because we didn't get to her at the very beginning of her cognitive development, she has some cognitive development delays. It's just like a child that missed the cognitive windows. So we have, I mean, it might not be a great example, but it's the best example I can think of. We have a wolf dog that has Asperger's, right?
I feel like that's what my dog has.
So the program will help create the best version of herself. You can help develop her cognitively up to a point where she'll become the best version of herself. But it's not a promise that she'll be rehabilitated and be that happy-go-lucky, like yellow lab kind of a dog that'll want everybody's attention and go to hell with you and back. But what I will tell you is her behavior will carry over to the puppy for sure.
Okay.
So I've worked with a lot of clients that have gotten puppies where they already have a wolf dog with an existing issue. And because that puppy was introduced to that wolf dog too early, before it built a bond with its owner, it attached itself to that wolf dog as a mentor. So it did everything the other wolf dog did. And I was working with one case where I had an insecure wolf dog that used to run for me in the enclosure. So if I had it in the enclosure, which was 100 by 100 foot, I couldn't get it out of the enclosure to even go for walks because it would run from me. It would avoid me. And the puppy that I had was a high content wolf dog from a really good breeder. And the puppy would observe that. And I noticed it started to become a problem when I would go to pick up the puppy and the puppy started to avoid me and run from me as well. So the puppies do pick up, they're always going to pick up lessons from another dog more than the human. That's why you have to really get the puppy to attach to you and protect your bond.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for me
Yeah.
to make sure the puppy didn't fall into that trap, I had to actually separate that particular wolf dog completely. And I didn't have it even interact with my puppy until my puppy was already like almost a year old, about 8 or 10 months.
Oh, wow.
Once my puppy was about 8 or 10, then it didn't take any lessons from that other wolf dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
My wolf dogs
like
are
if,
so, yeah, my wolf dogs are so bonded to me that I could bring my wolf dog. Like if you guys said, "Hey, let's go have a play date," I can bring my wolf dog with your guys' dogs if you have regular dogs, or maybe wolf dogs of yourself, and I can have my wolf dog off leash playing with you guys. Um, and wolf dogs tend to gravitate towards other dogs, but I can literally leave my wolf dog with you and just start walking away. And as I walk away, give me about maybe 20 feet, my wolf dog will just leave you guys and just follow me without me having to say anything. Because they're so bonded to me. Like I said, it's a healthy form of separation anxiety, and they're not really bonded to other people and dogs. They're bonded to me. They're confident with people. They're confident in situations I put them in because I'm with them. But when I leave, they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm leaving with you. If you're leaving, I'm not staying here." So they start to follow me. So a trained dog only comes to you when you call them. But when you're working with a cognitively developed wolf dog, it's like a homeless dog. Like all those videos you saw in the beginning, dogs just know how to behave in their environment. They can think through things. They don't need to be told, "I'm leaving now, so you have to follow me." Did you have anything else that you wanted to touch base on or say?
um, I mean, it's going to be hard to try and keep them separated. The other thing is when Mina is with another dog, you can tell she wants to meet that person, even if it is a guy. She almost like trusts the other dog about it, and that's why I'm hoping this puppy really helps her.
No,
But
it'll
it'll
happen
what?
opposite. It'll happen opposite. It'll be the other way around.
Okay.
Yeah, Nina's not going to borrow courage from a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
From an older dog, and she'll gravitate towards another dog, but it's more likely the opposite.
Okay.
So that's a tough situation for you.
Yeah, it's wild because I got her and she was raised with my high content. He was 85%. He was the most personable, trusting. I mean, he loved people. He loved men especially. And then this is how Mina comes up. And it wasn't like anything bad ever happened to her. I mean, unless it happened before the age of 8 weeks, but
What happens is they get a blurred understanding of how personal space, boundaries, and territory work, and how it revolves around your environment and you specifically. Once they're confused about that, that's where you start to see the hypervigilance and insecurity. They'll follow another dog's lead, usually no different than a human. If you're in a situation and maybe there's some chaos happening and you weren't sure why is everybody running around? What's happening? And you start to see that the crowd's moving one direction. You and your family are going to be like, "Well, everyone's heading that way, so let's go that way." You're going to tend to gravitate towards what everyone else is doing, but your own species. So,
Mhm.
so that's kind of why wolf dogs will tend to follow another dog, especially if their bond is not as strong as you were able to nurture when they were growing up.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming to this webinar. I know that was a lot of information. I commend you guys for really sticking it out. This is almost 3 hours. It was supposed to be a 2-hour webinar. And just so you know, this is going to be ongoing for the year, because with my clients, I usually help my clients raise their puppies for their first year of their lives, and we're going to be meeting weekly. If you need more individual attention, I do have other monthly subscription programs that you can sign up for, and you guys will see that with the link that I send you. Take video of all of the exercises that I gave you, because next week we're going to review all of those videos. I'll give you some pointers on those videos, and I will also give you one additional piece of information every week to start building on your puppy's intelligence and cognitive development. The other thing I was going to say as well is this is super unfortunate. And I know that 40 of you have already signed up for this webinar. So this is gonna seem like, oh dude, how could you do this to us? I do this once a year for wolf dog clients, especially because when people are getting high content, it's a seasonal thing. I do take on some clients throughout the year that have lower contents or mid contents that can breed, not just seasonally. But I can only do 20 cases a year. I can only handle 20 cases a year. And there's 40 of you as a part of this webinar. So unfortunately, not all of you will get to have a turn. I will try to see if I can open up more days if I need to, but it is really kind of on a first come, first served basis. So if this is something that you think I definitely want to be a part of this, you're going to want to enroll sooner than later. As I said, we're going to be starting ongoing next week. So you might want to not wait too long. Otherwise, I will have to put you on a waiting list. And that's just a matter of you just waiting to see if anybody drops out early or anything like that. So anyway, once again, thank you guys all for coming. If you guys have any questions at all, please shoot me an email and I will do my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much.
Transform your puppy forever. Welcome to the ultimate guide for new puppy owners, brought to you by Tony Nila, the pioneering expert in puppy behavior and management. If you're about to embark on the incredible journey of raising a puppy, you need the best guidance to ensure a harmonious start. Raising a puppy is a unique experience that goes beyond traditional dog ownership. These animals are intelligent, independent, and require an understanding that blends both their wild instincts and domestic nature. That's where Tony's program comes in. Tony's revolutionary approach, known as the Neuro-Nurture program, focuses on nurturing your puppy's cognitive abilities. This isn't about controlling behavior with treats or tools. Instead, it's about empowering your puppy to make intelligent decisions in a human environment, fostering a deeper bond between you and your new companion. Tony's program is designed specifically for puppies in their first year of life, a critical period where proper guidance can shape their entire future. We will help you avoid the common pitfalls that can lead to behavioral issues later on. For just $195 a month, you'll gain access to Tony's expertise through live Zoom sessions. These sessions are tailored to your puppy's individual needs, ensuring you're fully equipped to handle the challenges and joys of puppy ownership. Don't wait until challenges arise. Start your puppy's training with the expert who understands them best. Schedule your consultation today at tony-nila.com and give your puppy the best start in life. Join the growing community of puppy owners who trust Tony Nila to guide them every step of the way. Your puppy's future begins now.